After the commercial break, the broadcast switched to a split screen showing both CC and the remote crew at Times Square. The very dark area was without electricity. Large crowds with torches and other objects stood by campfires near the remote broadcast crew, and larger fires were visible at several locations. CC read from the prompter, "Good evening, Blitz. What's happening at the Saturday night party live tonight?" Blitz kept looking nervously around him. He spoke calmly to the nationwide audience without betraying his fear. The New York mayor wanted an especially great party at Times Square tonight, so our television audience can see that fun times have returned to the city that never sleeps. He's hoping this will inspire tourists to start coming back to New York. Firecrackers exploded near him, but Blitz persevered. In that spirit of fun, the city purchased a generous supply of alcohol and recreational drugs and distributed them free from self-serve kiosks throughout the borough. This was very well received, and as you can see, an unusually large crowd came for the party tonight. People have definitely been following the mayor's advice to party hardy. Every few seconds, firecrackers, Roman candles, and other fireworks were visible, detonating nearby. After one rocket flashed through the air between Blitz and his camera crew, Blitz was momentarily stunned, but recovered to say, "We're okay. I hope they didn't mean to get that close to us. I expect their aim will improve with practice tonight." CC was glad to be at Truth Tower instead of Times Square. He read from the teleprompter, "I understand the mayor commanded the whole NYPD to go on unpaid furlough tonight and tomorrow, so the city could pay for the refreshments." The camera view changed to a close-up of Blitz as he spoke again. "I'm sure the cops appreciate having some time off, but I wouldn't mind seeing some police officers here right now. The self-service refreshment kiosks are completely depleted, and folks don't appear to be very happy about that. Some of these fires look to be getting out of control. We are looking into that." Blitz looked around him. The camera panned back as he updated his report. The mostly peaceful celebrants seem to be evolving into mostly peaceful protests, and people are seeking more supplies from the buildings in the area. The noisy scene erupted continuously with the sounds of explosions, gunfire, and yelling. Fireworks streaked back and forth. Blitz, clearly getting anxious, continued, "The celebrant protesters appear to be getting more agitated. I have a gentleman here who wants to speak on their behalf." A crewman held a microphone toward a masked man dressed all in black, and Blitz asked, "What's up?" The celebrant protest spokesman proclaimed, "We're tired of being given insufficient amounts of life's necessities. The inadequate supply of refreshments provided to us today was the final straw. We're taking historical reparative action against all symbols of oppressive capitalism tonight. The people are marching now, and we will start by burning our Declaration of Dependence at the capitalist temple called Trump Tower." Blitz clarified for him. "Trump Tower isn't there anymore. It was seized by the U.S. Treasury under the new Wealth Equalization Act. It has been remodeled and is now Truth Tower, the broadcast and production headquarters for CCCP-TV. The celebrant protest spokesman shrugged this off. "Whatever. Party on, Mr. Blitz dude." At Times Square, Blitz had seen enough. He turned to his lead camera tech and said, "It's too dangerous. Let's go, Brandon." The FCC's High Commissioner for Content was at home in upstate New York, watching the Saturday Night with the Stars live television broadcast while multitasking paperwork from the FCC. She was not happy. She made a note on tomorrow's calendar. Cancel CCCP-TV CEO and Advertising Department. She skimmed the joint report from the director of the CIA, FBI director, and the chairman of the United Congress Intelligence Committee. Conveniently, one United Congress member from California now held all three positions. It was yet another report of failure. The FBI failures bothered her. That nincompoop FBI director recently tried leaking a report saying the former president wasn't really a surprise seizure victim, and claiming the former president used the Great Surprise as cover to fake his own death and escape the FBI observers, using a secret escape tunnel that connected his home in Florida directly to the Kremlin. Fortunately, she canceled that story before it ran on CCCP-TV. She made a note to talk with the Speaker and Vice President about the FBI director. They really needed someone trustworthy and capable in that position. Perhaps they should get a real professional trained in Venezuela or Cuba. People made fun of her when she talked about the vast right-wing conspiracy, but the unauthorized USA1 FBCN podcasts proved she was right all along. She wished she could have CCCP-TV broadcast a warning about dangerous subversive podcasts, but that would likely backfire on her. She slid the detritus of tonight's snack platter to the far end of her coffee table, clapped her hands twice, and made a cluck-cluck, cheep-cheep sound. That caught the attention of her 3 pet monkeys, which she'd received as a personal gift from the president of Venezuela. Her staff hated the monkeys, and the rare visitors were generally afraid of them. They did bite sometimes. But the simian trio had bonded to her, and she to them. They would sit on her lap and slept in her bedroom. They were good company, and they couldn't testify against her in any legal proceeding. The 3 monkeys practically flew across the room and devoured the snack leftovers from the platter.